Hey coin lovers! Welcome to the Worth Old Coins channel, your place to discover the hidden value and rare facts about old coins. In today's video we're revealing the top 5 valuable coins, and one of them might just be in your collection. So don't skip this video, let's find out their real worth. Top 1. The Elizabeth II 1989 pound coin is an important and historically rich piece of modern British coinage, representing both the political heritage of the United Kingdom and the symbolic power of its national emblems. First introduced in 1983 to replace the paper £1 note, the £1 coin quickly became a workhorse of British currency. By 1989, the series had already undergone several design changes, each intended to celebrate the diversity and unity of the four nations of the United Kingdom. The 1989 issue is particularly memorable because it carried a reverse design representing Wales, making it part of the National Emblem series of £1 coins that rotated annually between England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. On the obverse, the coin features the effigy of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, as was standard for all British coinage of the period. The portrait used in 1989 was designed by Raphael Maklauf FRSA, and it had been introduced in 1985, replacing the earlier portrait by Arnold Machin. Maklauf's effigy depicts the Queen wearing the royal diadem, the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, and earrings, with a regal and more idealized presentation than her earlier portraits. The design was deliberately intended to give the Queen a timeless and dignified appearance rather than emphasizing the natural signs of age. Around the effigy runs the inscription Elizabeth II D.G. Reg. F.O.D. 1989, which expands to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God Queen, Defender of the Faith. The reverse design of the 1989 £1 coin was dedicated to Wales and featured the heraldic dragon passant, a traditional symbol of Welsh strength and national pride. The design was created by the artist Lionel Leventhal, who based it on heraldic traditions. Beneath the dragon appears the motto, £1. The use of the dragon connects directly to the Welsh national identity, as the red dragon has been a powerful symbol of Wales for centuries, appearing on flags, coats of arms, and royal standards. The edge inscription of the coin further strengthens its national symbolism. T bears the motto, Pleiadi all wyf I'm gwlad, which is Welsh for, True am I to my country. This patriotic phrase is taken from the Welsh national anthem Hen Lad Fwyn Hado, Land of My Fathers. Edge inscriptions are a traditional feature of the £1 coin series, providing each nation with a motto connected to its culture. The coin was struck in nickel brass, an alloy composed of 70% copper, 24.5% zinc, and 5.5% nickel. This composition gave the coin a distinct yellow-gold color and durability for circulation. It has a diameter of 22.5 millimeters, a thickness of 3.15 millimeters, and a weight of 9.5 grams, making it heavier and thicker than most modern decimal coins of the period. Its distinctive size and color ensured that it stood out in pockets and tills. The 1989 £1 coin was minted at the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, South Wales, which makes it even more fitting that this particular issue celebrated Wales itself. The Royal Mint produced millions of these coins for circulation, but it also released collector-quality proof and brilliant uncirculated sets, which today remain prized by numismatists. The 1989 £1 coin belongs to the wider series of £1 coins with national designs that ran between 1984 and 1987, first round, and then returned in later years, such as 1989 for Wales, 1990 for Scotland, 1991 for England, and 1992 for Northern Ireland. This rotating system ensured that each nation of the United Kingdom was celebrated equally on the currency. Thus, the 1989 Welsh coin continues a tradition of national representation within the framework of a unified monetary system. Historically, the £1 coin replaced the £1 note due to economic necessity. Paper notes had a much shorter lifespan, often wearing out within a year of use, whereas coins could last decades. By 1989, the £1 coin was fully established as the everyday standard, heavily used in commerce, vending machines, and shops across the United Kingdom. The durability of the nickel-brass alloy meant that the coin could withstand years of circulation. From a numismatic perspective, the 1989 £1 coin is of interest both as a circulating coin and as part of the collector's series. While common in circulation, uncirculated examples, proof strikes, and coins included in annual sets carry higher value today. The edge lettering and heraldic design add to its appeal, making it a symbolic piece not only of Wales but of Britain's decentralized yet united national identity. The significance of the dragon symbol cannot be overstated. The red dragon has been associated with Welsh identity since at least the early medieval period. According to legend, it was used by King Arthur and later became part of the standard of King Henry VII, the first Tudor monarch, who had strong Welsh ancestry. By placing the dragon on the £1 coin, the Royal Mint reinforced both historical tradition and modern pride in Welsh culture. For many collectors, the 1989 issue is notable because it demonstrates how the Royal Mint carefully balanced national diversity with unity in its designs. Each year's £1 coin gave the people of a specific nation within the UK a sense of recognition, while still maintaining the consistent presence of the Queen on the obverse as the unifying sovereign economically. 1989 was a period of political change and growing globalization, but the £1 coin remained a strong and stable symbol of the British monetary system. The coin's widespread use across all parts of the United Kingdom, despite its distinct national design, reflects the way Britain sought to honor its internal diversity while remaining one kingdom under the crown. Today, the 1989 Elizabeth II £1 coin remains legal tender, though in 2017 the round £1 coin was demonetized and replaced by a new 12-sided bimetallic version to combat counterfeiting. This makes the 1989 issue a part of a closed historical chapter. It is no longer found in circulation but survives in collections and as a nostalgic reminder of British coinage in the late 20th century. In conclusion, the 1989 £1 coin dedicated to Wales stands as a powerful symbol of national pride and identity. With the Raphael Maclawf effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, the heraldic dragon, the patriotic Welsh edge inscription, and its durable nickel brass composition, it represents both the unity of the United Kingdom and the individuality of Wales. As part of the broader £1 coin series, it played a crucial role in everyday commerce while also telling a story of heritage, tradition, and national symbolism. Top 2. The Elizabeth II £1,997 coin holds an important place in the continuing history of the round £1 coin, a denomination first introduced in 1983 to replace the £1 banknote. By 1997, the coin had already become fully established in circulation across the United Kingdom, and the series had developed a strong tradition of showcasing the national symbols of the four constituent nations of the UK, England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland on its reverse designs. On the obverse, the coin features the familiar portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, created by the sculptor Raphael Maclawf, FRSA. This effigy was used on British coins between 1985 and 1997 and shows the Queen wearing the royal diadem, the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, along with earrings and drapery around her shoulders. Maclawf's portrait was notable for its idealized style, deliberately intended to show the Queen in a regal, almost timeless way, rather than highlighting natural age. Around the portrait is the Latin legend Elizabeth II D.G. Reg. FAD 1997, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen Defender of the Faith. The reverse design of the 1997 £1 coin was dedicated to Scotland, part of the rotating national emblem series of £1 designs. The coin depicts the Celtic cross of St. John overlaid with a representation of a Scottish lion, combining two powerful Scottish symbols in one heraldic design. The reverse was created by the artist Michael Rizello, who produced several important designs for the Royal Mint during his career. Beneath the design appears the denomination £1, clearly inscribed. The edge inscription further emphasizes Scottish heritage, reading Nemo me impune licessit, which translates as, "No one provokes me with impunity." This Latin motto has been historically associated with the Kingdom of Scotland and is also used today as the motto of the Order of the Thistle and the Royal Regiment of Scotland. By using this edge legend, the coin strongly reinforces its Scottish theme. The coin was struck in nickel brass, an alloy consisting of 70% copper, 24.5% zinc, and 5.5% nickel. This composition gives the coin its distinctive yellow-gold color and ensures durability. The coin weighs 9.5 grams, has a diameter of 22.5 millimeters, and a thickness of 3.15 millimeters, making it a substantial coin in the hand compared to other decimal issues of the time. Its size, color, and weight made it easy to distinguish in circulation. The Royal Mint at Llantrisant in South Wales produced the 1997 £1 coin. It was struck in large numbers for circulation, but it was also included in annual proof and brilliant uncirculated sets for collectors, struck with higher quality finishes. These proof coins, with their mirror-like fields and frosted reliefs, highlight the intricate details of the Celtic cross and lion design in sharp contrast. The 1997 coin is part of a longer sequence of rotating national designs. Between 1984 and 1987, the Royal Mint had issued the first series of national emblem £1 coins for each of the UK's four nations. In the 1990s, the series returned with updated designs continuing the theme of celebrating the cultural and heraldic heritage of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The 1997 coin was thus the official Scottish-themed coin of that cycle. For Scots, the design carried special meaning, as both the Celtic cross and the rampant lion are potent national emblems. The lion rampant has appeared on the royal banner of Scotland since the 13th century. While the Celtic cross connects to Scotland's deep Christian and medieval heritage combined, they projected strength, heritage, and identity within the United Kingdom. Economically, the coin entered circulation during a period of relative stability in Britain just before the change of government in 1997 when Tony Blair's Labour Party came to power. Though not directly political, coinage like the £1 continued to be a visible part of national life, bridging everyday commerce with deeper historical identity. Numismatically, the 1997 £1 coin is not rare in circulation since millions were struck. However, collector versions in proof condition or brilliant uncirculated quality hold added value. Collectors often seek out a full set of the national emblem coins, and the 1997 Scottish issue is an essential part of completing the series. In historical terms, the 1997 issue represents the final year of the Raphael Maclauff portrait on the £1 coin, as it was replaced in 1998 by the more realistic effigy by Ian Rank Broadley. This means that the 1997 coin is the last £1 piece to carry Maclauff's idealized version of the Queen, making it historically significant in terms of portraiture. Evolution. Over time, the 1997 coin became part of the broader circulation of £1 coins across the UK, used daily in shops, buses, trains, and vending machines. Its solid nickel-brass construction ensured it could withstand decades of wear. However, like all round £1 coins, it was eventually demonetized in 2017, replaced by the new 12-sided bimetallic £1 coin with enhanced security features. The legacy of the 1997 £1 coin lives on in collections, as it represents a unique combination of Scottish heritage, heraldic tradition, and the final chapter of a specific era of Queen Elizabeth II's coinage portraiture. For collectors today, it is not merely a piece of change but a historic artifact reflecting the cultural richness of the United Kingdom. Top 3. The Elizabeth II £1,991 coin belongs to the first generation of round pound coins, a denomination introduced in 1983 to permanently replace the £1 banknote in the United Kingdom. By 1991, the £1 coin had become an established part of British daily life, serving as one of the most frequently used coins in circulation. The Royal Mint maintained its policy of highlighting the four constituent nations of the United Kingdom through rotating reverse designs, making each year's issue a celebration of national heritage and identity. On the obverse, the coin features the third definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Raphael Maclauff FRSA. This portrait, introduced in 1985 and used until 1997, shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, an iconic piece of royal jewelry. Unlike his predecessor Arnold Mackin, Maclauff chose to depict the Queen in a more idealized, almost regal style, with a smooth, youthful appearance. The surrounding inscription reads, Elizabeth II D.G. Reg. F.A.D. 1991, an abbreviated Latin legend translating to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The reverse design of the 1991 £1 coin was dedicated to Wales, continuing the rotating series of national emblem coins that began in the 1980s. The design features a leek, the traditional symbol of Wales, encircled by an ornate royal diadem. This powerful design was created by the acclaimed Welsh artist and sculptor Leonard Charles Wyon, and later adapted by the Royal Mint's engravers for use on the modern coinage. The leek has been a national emblem of Wales for centuries, believed to date back to medieval times when Welsh soldiers wore leeks on their helmets to distinguish themselves in battle. The edge inscription reinforces the Welsh theme with the motto, Pleiadi all wyf I'm GWLAD, which translates from Welsh as, True am I to my country. This patriotic phrase is taken directly from the Welsh national anthem, Hen Lad Fwyn Hado, Land of My Fathers, for Welsh citizens. Seeing their anthem inscribed on everyday currency was a matter of pride and cultural affirmation, giving the coin a deeper symbolic meaning than just its face value. As with other £1 coins of this era, the specifications were standardized. It was struck in nickel brass, composed of 70% copper, 24.5% zinc, and 5.5% nickel, giving the coin its distinctive yellow-golden colored. It weighed 9.5 grams, measured 22.5 millimeters in diameter, and had a thickness of 3.15 millimeters. These specifications ensured durability and distinctiveness compared to other circulating denominations, while its large weight and size reflected its high face value. The Royal Mint at Llantrisant in South Wales struck the 1991 £1 coin in vast numbers for circulation, ensuring it reached every corner of the UK. Alongside the regular circulating issues, the mint also produced proof and brilliant uncirculated collector versions, often included in annual coin sets. These special issues were struck with highly polished dies and extra care, producing sharp relief and mirror-like fields that highlighted the leek and diadem with exceptional clarity. Historically, the 1991 coin marked the continuation of the second series of national emblem designs for the £1 coin. Between 1984 and 1987, the first series had depicted national floral emblems of the UK nations, while the second cycle of designs in the 1990s returned to the concept with fresh heraldic interpretations. The 1991 Welsh leek design was paired with Scottish, English, and Northern Irish designs in surrounding years, reinforcing the rotating national symbolism program. The choice of the leek as the central motif carries deep cultural resonance. The leek has been associated with Wales since at least the time of King Cadwallader in the 7th century. Folklore suggests that Welsh soldiers wore leeks in their caps during battles against the Saxons to identify one another. Shakespeare even refers to the leek in Henry V, where Llewellyn, a Welsh officer, insists upon its patriotic importance. Its inclusion on the 1991 £1 coin was therefore not merely decorative but a celebration of centuries-old tradition. Economically, the coin circulated during the early 1990s, a period of both recession and recovery in the United Kingdom. For ordinary citizens, the £1 coin was a trusted, sturdy replacement for the fragile £1 banknote, which had been withdrawn from circulation in England by 1988. The coin thus represented modernization and efficiency in British currency, while still carrying deep cultural symbolism in terms of numismatic value. The 1991 £1 coin is not considered rare in standard circulation strikes, as millions were produced. However, collector interest lies in proof and mint set versions, especially in high grades, which display the design's full detail. Over time, heavily circulated examples tend to lose sharpness and show wear, particularly on the raised surfaces of the leek and diadem. Well-preserved pieces therefore hold greater appeal for numismatists. The edge lettering, being both decorative and meaningful, is an important aspect of the 1991 issue. Edge inscriptions on the round £1 coins were not only a security measure against counterfeiting but also a unique way of embedding cultural mottos into everyday currency. The 1991 motto, in the Welsh language, stands out among the series as one of the most overtly patriotic inscriptions, directly connecting coinage to national song and identity. Over the decades, the 1991 coin became a familiar presence in shops, buses, train stations, and markets across the UK. Its robustness meant that even after many years of circulation, the coin remained intact, though often tarnished or discolored due to its copper-heavy alloy. Many coins from this issue remained in use until 2017, when all round £1 coins were demonetized and replaced by the new 12-sided bimetallic £1 designed with advanced anti-counterfeiting technology. And historical retrospect, the Elizabeth II £1,991 coin is more than just money. It is a reflection of Welsh pride, heraldic artistry, and the cultural unity of the United Kingdom during the late 20th century. As part of the broader national emblem series, it contributed to a collective numismatic narrative in which each nation of the UK was celebrated in turn. Today, collectors regard the 1991 Welsh leek pound as an essential piece in any complete £1 collection. Its artistry, motto, and symbolic resonance ensure that it will continue to be studied, preserved, and admired long after its withdrawal from everyday circulation. Top 4. The Elizabeth II £1,984 coin holds a special place in British numismatic history as one of the earliest issues of the round pound coin. Introduced in 1983, the £1 coin was created to replace the traditional £1 banknote, which was becoming costly to produce and wore out quickly due to frequent handling. The 1984 issue was the second year of release, and it continued the new coinage program that celebrated the cultural and national identity of the United Kingdom. The obverse, the coin displays the second definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by the sculptor Arnold Machin, OBERA. This portrait, introduced in 1968 and used until 1984, shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, one of her most iconic pieces of jewelry. Unlike later portraits, Machin's version presented a youthful and elegant Queen, with soft features and a calm dignity that symbolized stability during her long reign. Surrounding the portrait is the Latin inscription, Elizabeth II AD Reg. FOD. 1984, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God Queen, Defender of the Faith. The reverse design of the 1984 £1 coin was dedicated to Scotland, as part of the first cycle of £1 coins that represented the four constituent nations of the United Kingdom designed by heraldic artist Eric Sewell. The chief engraver of the Royal Mint at the time, the reverse features the Royal Arms of Scotland, a powerful heraldic device consisting of a lion rampant within a double trace sur flory counterflory. The lion is crowned, symbolizing Scotland's historic royal dignity, and the shield is surmounted by a crown. This was a striking design that reflected centuries of Scottish heraldic tradition. The edge inscription reinforced the Scottish theme with the motto, Nemo me impune licessit, a Latin phrase translating to, "No one provokes me with impunity." This motto has been closely associated with Scotland since the reign of James VI and appears on the royal coat of arms used in Scotland. It is also famously the motto of the Order of the Thistle, Scotland's highest order of chivalry. The inclusion of this inscription on the 1984 coin gave it an air of historical continuity and national pride. The coin was struck in nickel brass, composed of 70% copper, 24.5% zinc, and 5.5% nickel. This alloy gave the coin its distinctive golden color, making it instantly recognizable in circulation. The specifications were standardized: a weight of 9.5 grams, a diameter of 22.5 millimeters, and a thickness of 3.15 millimeters. These details ensured the coin was durable, resistant to wear, and distinctive compared to other coins. The Royal Mint at Llantrisant in South Wales struck the 1984 issue in large numbers to meet the demands of the public, as the £1 coin was still relatively new and had to fully establish itself as a replacement for the paper note. The issue was made available in circulation strikes, but proof versions were also produced in special sets for collectors, showcasing the sharp relief of the lion rampant design against a polished background. The 1984 issue was the first to celebrate Scotland within the new round pound coin program. The Royal Mint planned to rotate the national symbols of the four home nations in successive years. The inaugural 1983 coin had shown the royal arms of the United Kingdom as a whole, while the 1984 Scottish issue began the cycle of national celebration. Later years would feature Wales, Northern Ireland, and England, making the pound coin not just a piece of money but a miniature canvas of British heritage. The Scottish lion rampant used on a reverse has deep roots in medieval history. It has been a royal emblem since the reign of King William I of Scotland, known as William the Lion, in the late 12th century. The double trace sur border, ornamented with fleur-de-lis, was added to the design by French heralds to symbolize the Auld Alliance between Scotland and France. Thus the 1984 coin linked the modern currency directly to medieval heraldry and Scotland's long independent history before the Union of the Crowns in 1603. For collectors, the 1984 £1 coin represents a significant early stage in the life of the denomination. While not rare in standard circulation form since millions were struck, its appeal lies in its symbolism, its role in the first national series, and its connection to Scotland's proud heraldic traditions. Proof specimens and mint condition examples are particularly sought after, especially since the coin is now demonetized and no longer legal tender. Economically, the £1 coin was a modern solution to the challenges of inflation and the need for durable currency. Paper pound notes lasted only about 9 months in circulation, while coins could last for decades. The introduction of the £1 coin was initially met with some resistance from the public, as people were accustomed to paper money, but by 1984 it was becoming more widely accepted. The bold Scottish design helped reinforce the idea that the pound coin was not just practical, but also celebratory of national pride. The edge inscription of the 1984 coin deserves special mention for its cultural resonance. Nemo me impune licessit has been Scotland's defiant motto for centuries, appearing not only in heraldry but also on Scottish military regiments' insignia and coins of earlier eras. By engraving it on the new £1 coin, the Royal Mint underscored the continuity of Scottish identity within the modern United Kingdom. The 1984 £1 coin also marked the final year of the Arnold Machin portrait on the £1 denomination. In 1985, the portrait by Raphael Maclauff would replace it, offering a new interpretation of the Queen with more idealized features. This means that the 1984 Scottish pound is numismatically significant as the last £1 coin to carry Machin's effigy. The coin circulated widely throughout the late 1980s and early 1990s, passing through countless hands in shops, banks, buses, and markets across the UK. Its thick, golden appearance made it feel valuable and solid, and for many people it symbolized the strength of the British currency at the time. Even after years of circulation, the lion rampant design could often still be made out, though heavy were tended to smooth the finer heraldic details. Over the years, counterfeiting became an increasing problem for the round pound coins, though the 1984 issue was among the earlier and less commonly forged types. Still, this challenge eventually contributed to the decision to withdraw all round pounds from circulation in 2017 and replace them with a new 12-sided bimetallic £1 coin, which incorporated advanced security features. Today, The 1984 Elizabeth II £1 coin is treasured by collectors as part of the historic first series of round pounds. It represents the successful transition from paper to coin for the pound denomination, the celebration of Scottish identity within the UK, and the artistry of heraldic design on modern currency. Though no longer legal tender, it continues to carry symbolic value as a piece of national history and cultural pride. Top 5. The Elizabeth II £1992 coin is an important part of the early series of round pound coins introduced by the Royal Mint to replace the £1 banknote in everyday circulation. BY 1992, the £1 coin was nearly a decade old, having first been struck in 1983, and it had fully established itself in commerce across the United Kingdom. The 1992 issue carried forward the symbolic rotation of designs that celebrated the four nations of the UK, and this particular year honored England, placing national identity heraldry and cultural pride at the center of British coinage. On the obverse, the coin features the third definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maclauf FRSA. This effigy was introduced in 1985 and continued to appear until 1997. It depicts the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, an iconic jewel originally gifted to Queen Mary in 1893 and later inherited by Elizabeth II. Maclauf's portrayal idealized the Queen, presenting her with smooth features and an air of majesty. The surrounding legend reads, Elizabeth II D.G. Reg. F.A.D. 1992, which is abbreviated Latin for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The reverse design of the £1992 coin was dedicated to England and features the royal coat of arms of England, specifically the crown shield of 3 lions passant guardant, more commonly known as the 3 Lions of England. This heraldic device has been associated with the English monarchy since the late 12th century, first adopted by King Richard I, Richard the Lionheart. The shield on the coin is surmounted by a royal crown, emphasizing the continuity of monarchy and state. This design was created by Derek Gorange, a respected engraver and heraldic artist, whose work skillfully adapted historic symbolism into a modern coin format. The edge inscription reinforces the English theme with the motto Decus et Titamen, Latin for an ornament and a safeguard. This phrase has been used on English coinage since the reign of Charles II. In the 17th century, its dual purpose was symbolic and practical. It decorated the coin while also acting as a safeguard against clipping, a historical crime in which small amounts of precious metal were shaved off the edges of coins. BY 1992, the inscription remained as a proud traditional element, a nod to continuity and heritage. Like other £1 coins of the period, the 1992 issue was struck in nickel brass, an alloy of 70% copper, 24.5% zinc, and 5.5% nickel, giving the coin its distinctive golden color. The specifications remained consistent: 9.5 grams in weight, 22.5 millimeters in diameter, and 3.15 millimeters in thickness. These qualities made the pound coin distinct, heavy, and durable compared to other coins in circulation. The Royal Mint in Llantrisant, South Wales produced the 1992 £1 coin in large numbers for circulation alongside the general issue coins. Special proof and brilliant uncirculated BU editions were also minted for collectors. These collector versions were struck using polished dies, producing sharp, mirror-like finishes that highlighted the intricate detail of the heraldic shield. The proof coins often came in presentation cases and were included in annual coin sets, making them desirable for numismatists. The 1992 £1 coin marked the continuation of the second cycle of national emblem designs, which began in 1984 with Scotland, followed by Wales in 1990, Northern Ireland in 1991, and then England in 1992. This cycle was intended to celebrate the unique cultural and heraldic identities of each constituent nation within the UK, rotating in sequence. The inclusion of the 3 Lion shield for England in 1992 was thus both a continuation and a completion of this heraldic cycle, reinforcing the pound coin as a unifying yet diverse symbol of British identity. The 3 Lions of England have a long and illustrious history. Originally a combination of earlier heraldic devices used by Henry II and Eleanor of Aquitaine, the lions were formally adopted by Richard the Lionheart around 1198. Over the centuries they came to represent English royal authority, military power, and national pride. The design appeared on medieval shields, banners, and later on sporting emblems, where it continues to symbolize England today. By placing the 3 lions on the 1992 £1 coin, the Royal Mint was evoking nearly 800 years of English heraldic tradition. For the general public, the £1992 coin was a familiar and trusted piece of currency by this time. The old £1 banknotes had long disappeared from everyday use in England, having been withdrawn from circulation by 1988. The coin had proven itself far more durable, lasting many years compared to the fragile paper note. The golden color and distinctive weight of the coin gave it a sense of value and reliability in daily commerce, whether spent in shops, collected in savings jars, or used in vending machines and transport systems. From a numismatic perspective, the 1992 issue is considered common in circulation form, since millions were struck for everyday use. However, high-grade uncirculated coins and proof specimens retain special collector interest, especially those housed in official Royal Mint presentation sets. These collector issues highlight the artistry of the heraldic shield and crown with a brilliance not always visible in well-worn circulating examples. The edge lettering, Decus et Tamen, also deserves attention. This motto, which dates back to the coinage of Charles II, has remained one of the most enduring inscriptions in British numismatic history. In the 1992 coin, it not only connected modern money to centuries of tradition, but also gave the coin a distinctly English character, since the motto was deeply rooted in English royal coinage before the full unification of Great Britain. Culturally, the 1992 £1 coin was part of a broader celebration of English identity at a time when discussions of national identity within the United Kingdom were becoming more prominent. The 1980s and 1990s saw renewed interest in devolution and regional pride, and the Royal Mint's program of national designs helped reflect this mood, giving everyday coins a role in reinforcing cultural heritage. Over time, the 1992 coin circulated widely and was subject to the natural wear and tear of commerce. The raised details of the lions and crown, being the highest points, were often the first to show signs of flattening, and the brilliant yellow color of fresh coins often dulled into a darker hue due to the copper-rich alloys' tendency to tarnish. Nonetheless, the coin remained a workhorse of British currency for decades, and the longer history of British currency, the £1,992 coin also represents the middle period of the round pound, which remained in circulation until October 2017, when all round £1 coins were demonetized and replaced with a new 12-sided bimetallic £1 coin. This change was necessary because of the high levels of counterfeiting that plagued the round pounds, particularly from the late 1990s onward. While the 1992 issue was not especially targeted at the time, the overall vulnerabilities of the design contributed to the eventual overhaul. Today, the Elizabeth II £1,992 coin survives mainly in collections, though many examples remain in circulation jars, drawers, or keepsakes across the UK. For collectors, it represents both a piece of heraldic beauty and a symbol of English identity expressed through modern coinage. As part of the national series, it forms a vital link in. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.